All right, here we go. Problem number 15 from our 0314, homework number 4 in MyLab Math. And we have a bit of a word problem here. So I've gone ahead and copied this problem over here in my workspace. Let's break it down. It says a person's website specializes in the sale of rare or unusual vegetable seeds. All of that is irrelevant, okay? He sells packets of sweet pepper seeds for $2.48 each. Okay, that's important. And a packet of hot pepper seeds for $4.88 each. Again, that is important. He also offers a 16-packet mixed pepper assortment, combining packets of both types of seeds, both types, meaning some sweet and some hot, at $3.23 per packet. So the mixture has some of each, but the average cost of each one of the 16 packets is $3.23. It says per packet. And so from this information, we're going to be able to set up two equations, okay? But the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to identify our variables. So let's see, we've got sweet pepper seeds. Sweet pepper seeds. And let's say that the amount of sweet pepper seed packets in the 16 packet mixture is X. And then we have hot pepper seeds. And the number of packets of hot pepper seeds in the mixture, we don't know. So we're going to give that a different variable Y. Again, we can't say that they're both X because that would indicate that they're equal. In other words, 8 sweet and 8 hot to make 16. We don't know that it's equal amounts, so we're going to have to use different variables for each. And then now that we've identified our variables, we can set up our equations. Okay, so in the mixture, there are 16 packets, okay? So X is the number of packets of sweet pepper seeds, and Y is the number of packets of hot pepper seeds in the mixture. So X plus Y has to be 16. If you add the number of packets of each one, there's 16 in the mixture. Okay, so we're going to call that the amount equation. That's the amount of packets. And then the other equation is going to be the money equation, okay? So we're going to multiply this equation through by the dollar amounts. How much do sweet pepper seed packets cost? $2.48 each. So that's going to be 2.48 X, multiplying the amount of sweet pepper seed packets times how much it cost, gives me the dollar amount from sweet pepper seeds. And then for the hot pepper seeds, let's see here, we're going to have $4.88 each. So 4.88 for the hot. Notice that each one of these setups is a dollar amount times the amount of packets, okay? Dollar amount times the amount of packets. So on the other side, we're going to need a dollar amount times the amount of packets to be consistent. So we know in the mixture they sell for $3.23, and the number of packets in the mixture is 16. And so there is our second equation. Now we have enough information to solve the problem. And I choose substitution. So I'm going to start by moving this X over, which will make it minus X. And then that says Y equals 16 minus X. So I can replace Y in the second equation with what it's equal to. All right, so here we go. So this equation right here is going to become 2.48x plus 4.88 times 16 minus x, replacing y with what it's equal to, equals, and then we're going to pull up our handy dandy calculator, 3.23 times 16, and I'm going to have to hit the SD button to get a decimal, 51.68. Now, at this step, we're going to have to go ahead and use the distributive property to get rid of our parentheses. That's 2.48x plus, coming over to our calculator, that's going to be 4.88 times 16, which is going to be 70.08. 70.08 minus 4.88x equals 51.68. Now, combine like terms. And we're going to take the 70.08 and move it over. We're doing two things in one step here. Okay, so when I combine these like terms, using the calculator, that's going to be 2.48 minus 4.88. And that's going to be, negative 2.4. Negative 2.4x equals. Now, when I bring the 70.08 over, it's going to become minus. So that's going to be 51.68 minus 70.08 equals negative 18.4. Last step, to get x by itself, we need to divide both sides by negative 2.4. And the final answer for x is negative 18.4 divided by negative 2.4. Whoops, and that did not come out an even number. Let's see here. 23, 7 and 2. You can't have 7 2/3 packets. That's not possible. Can't have 7 2/3 packets. So let's see. I made a mistake somewhere. Where in all of this mess do you think my mistake is? X plus y is 16, 2.48, 4.88, 3.23. 3.23 times 16. Okay, so that's correct. All right, so then when I do the substitution step, I've got my 2.48x, 4.88, 16 minus x. That is correct. Let's check this calculation again, okay? 3.23 times 16, 51.68. Okay, so that checks out right there. Okay, so let's check the next step. 2.48, okay. 4.88 times 16. 78.08. There it is. 78.08. That's where the problem was. Whew, I found it. Now, I'm probably going to leave this recording the way it is to illustrate the fact that when you get an answer, you need to think in your head, like, did you see how I thought in my head 7 2/3? That doesn't seem reasonable because the X, remember, it represented the number of packets, and you cannot have part of a packet. That's got to come out a whole number. So I knew there was a mistake somewhere, and I found it. I wrote, instead of 78.08, I put 70.08. And maybe some of y'all saw that earlier and are going, wait, O'Neill, what are you doing? You're screwing it up. All right, so now let's finish this and see if we can get a better outcome. So moving that over, that's going to change this number and this number. All right, here we go with the green. Pulling up the calculator again. Now it's going to be 51.68 minus 78.08. And that's going to be negative 26.4. And then that needs to be divided by negative 2.4. Fingers crossed. Whoo, came out a whole number. Yay. 11 packets of sweet pepper seeds. That's 11 packets of sweet pepper seeds. Now, how many hot pepper seeds? Well, there were 16 in the mixed assortment. 16. So we know that this is going to have to be 5 because 11 and 5 is 16. And that gets the amount of each number of packets. So let's check that over here. There are how many packets of sweet pepper seeds? Sweet is X, and that is 11, okay? Hot pepper seeds is 5. And there you go. Man, I'm going to leave that the way it is to illustrate, again, how you can realize when something is off and then how to go back and troubleshoot that. So I hope all of that was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to put those in the comment section below, or you can text me. And thanks for watching.